Hey guys, and welcome to vlog number 28. I am aware that it is dark right now, but when we change locations, the lighting will be better. But we only start the vlogs with packages, don't we? So I have one Amazon package. Now, as I said, I didn't have to order any books that I couldn't find at Barnes & Noble this month, but I was looking up books on something else and came across this trilogy, so I bought the first book. It is Owen, book one of the Tudor trilogy by Tony Riches, and I bought this used. I always buy books used on Amazon unless it's like a brand new release and there's no used copies, but that is extremely rare for that to happen. So this is a trilogy on, it starts with Owen, and then I don't know, is there one on Jasper, and then there's obviously one on Henry Tudor, and I'm seeing if maybe they have that info somewhere. But he's written several trilogies on different families that are in Tudor times, but not necessarily Tudors. This is the Tudor one. They have one on the Brandons, and I think he has like one other trilogy that's set in this time period. So for maybe characters, or they're not characters because they're real people, but people who haven't had a lot of focus put on them. So I do want to pick this up. Will I pick it up this month? Maybe, but I don't know. So then we have my book of the month package for the month. It is my birthday month. Amazon wish list down below if you guys would like to get me something to be featured in a haul at the end of the month. But so I was able to get a free book this month, a bonus free book as it's my birthday month. So the first book that I got here is Firstborn, and this is my pick for the month. I wasn't a massive fan of any of the books that were chosen for July, but this is the one I went with. It's the last thing a twin expects is to be alone. Molly lives a quiet, contained life in London. Naturally averse to risk, she gains comfort from security and structure. Every day is the same. And this is by Will Dean. So there's that one. Then for my add-on, I got The Hotel in Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand. She is an auto-buy author for me, and this is her newest release. This is a contemporary, according to the back. Who knows, Goodreads might list it as a romance, but fresh off a bad breakup with longtime boyfriend, Nantucket sweetheart Lisbeth Keaton is desperately seeking a second act. And then for my birthday pick, I usually wouldn't get 3 books, so this is like really random. Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. This is one of my anticipated books of the year, and I would have bought it at some point anyway, but I saw Kim Kuhn, who does NASCAR stuff, and like the local news too, but she really liked this book, so I was like, okay, I'll buy it. Even though technically I got it for free. But chemist Elizabeth Zott is not your average woman, but it's the early 1960s and she's a chemist. I actually have a character that is not a chemist, but is a scientist who is a woman in the 1960s working with NASA and all. I haven't written a ton with her, but I do have a character for that. For once I do get to that stage in the series that I'm writing, she will be our character in the 60s. But the bookmark this month is different. It says virtual book tour, listen on Spotify, and is that iHeart? I'm not sure. But it says take a break from reading to listen to us talk about reading. I'll admit I'm not going to listen to that, but those are my book mail in this video. Hey guys, so it is Monday, and I'm like, why do I only start filming after I got out of my like nice clothes? I don't know why, but I have makeup on for the first time. I don't know when. I have a thing in my mouth, yeah. So we're about to read for the first time in days. I've been in somewhat of a reading slump, so that's not fun. But we're gonna get into this. I picked this up on like the second to last day of June because that's like it's really short. I'll finish it in 2 days. Here we are on the 11th of July. We will be starting on page 74. What was that? Oh, Fred jumping down. But yeah, that's what we're reading today. I filmed an unhaul today, so I need to get all those books like in a box to take them to the places they're going. Fred just got in Penny's bed right in front of her. I'm like, that's so rude. But yeah, I got lunch. Did I vlog yesterday? I don't remember. I just went to the grocery store and that was like it. I went to KFC and I went to my grandma's house and that's all I did. So we did all that. But yeah, I wore my Amazon stylist. I don't know their name or anything. I think I did know at one point, but the outfit they styled for me, which is going to be my birthday outfit, but I wanted to try it on just to make sure that everything fit, and it does. So I got some, they sent me these. Like, I have my first pair of go-go boots. I've wanted go-go boots forever, but just haven't bought them. So there we go, my first ever pair. But yeah, I need to get to reading. So I read 25 pages just then. It's all about Catherine of Aragon. So I've been, well, before Stranger Things Volume 2, I had been watching The Spanish Princess, so I'm familiar with everything that's happening, so that's kind of cool. So as I said, 25 pages, let me write that down. I know my eyes are like watering, you can see all of that. Disgusting. I keep burping and I'm like, please stop. I hate it. And just make my eyes water. But so I'm building a beach mansion thing on Sims. Literally, I go on Zillow and look for houses that have floor plans and build them. This one is on Long Island. I don't know what do they say, in or on. I was like, let's look at the Hamptons and build a house. So that's what I'm doing. I just realized I need to like heighten the foundation, make it higher. I don't like how low it is. Oh my gosh, I almost put a platform right through the house. I'm looking at the other buildings around. Yeah, I'm gonna make this a little higher. How do I do that? This? Yeah, there we go. I didn't like how it was sitting there, but yeah, so I'm just gonna be building in Sims and I'm gonna eat my dinner while playing Sims because that's what I do. So I'm going to do that, and then I am like, I'm not reading 3 books at once, so I'm like, do I just pick up Outlander at 9 or Voyager at 9? This is not updated. I haven't moved my bookmark to where I am since I'm reading the ebook as well. I know I have a short chapter tonight, which must be this one. Smuggler's Moon. Yeah, so I think I'm about right there, which is 40-something% of the way, but I'll pick that up at 9 most likely. I don't know. I talked about it in my ASMR video. I want to watch the new Top Gun movie, but I haven't seen the original one and I don't really want to watch the original one, but I'm like, do I have to watch that to watch the new one? And the new one isn't like, I would have to go to the movie theater and I'm not doing that, so I'm just waiting for it to be on Amazon, and it's literally been in theaters since April. That is 3 months. That's a long time, I feel like. I don't know though. But we know I'm an Av geek and the cast are attractive, and I'm like, low-key want to watch it. I've read fanfics for whatever reason for something that I haven't seen. I don't know, but I do want to watch that movie, but I can't, like, there's no way I can watch it because I don't break laws. I'm being dead honest, I don't. So yeah, I hear a high-pitched noise. Is my record player doing that? Did I turn off my speakers? I don't know, but yeah, I was listening to records earlier, but I'm way sidetracked, so. Okay guys, I have 2 packages here from Amazon. Now, I have not ordered anything, so I'm assuming they're gifts. Watch them not be. That'd be very embarrassing. But let's get into opening them. I don't think they're gifts. I think this is a book I pre-ordered. Why did they need to put that stuff in there with a book? This, I know I pre-ordered. The Man Who Could Move Clouds by Ingrid Rojas Contreras. It's... I don't remember exactly what genre, but she's from Colombia. And yeah, this is like exactly what I was looking for a while back. So that is a new release. Let's see what's in the other package now. All right, and none of these were gifts. This lady, I don't know how to say that, but was on Humans of New York, and I thought her story was really interesting. There she is. So we got 2 new releases that I pre-ordered. I guess Amazon doesn't show you in your recent orders when they're pre-orders, but that's what these were. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday. As y'all saw, I got some packages that weren't gifts, so that was kind of embarrassing, but I would have had to show it anyway because it's book mail. But yeah, doing the skincare routine right now. I woke up in a good mood today. It's like, I woke up in a good mood. Everybody else is in a mood today. Everybody else is in a bad mood. Penny's not really, but I feel like everyone else, Fred, my dad, and Delilah, they're just in moods, and I'm like, I hate it. Like, I don't want to talk to y'all. As you can hear, she's whining because she doesn't want to be in her crate. I just walked her and all of that, but again, there's still a whole other week of her having to be on the leash, having to be inside, not being able to play in the mud and all of that because she is still healing and she is frustrated with that, having to be in her crate. But it's doctor's orders. That's what has to happen. So I have some dog ASMR playing for her that usually chills her out. So, because I don't want to give her a chew yet. Giving her a chew, these are like all natural cow things that they can chew on. Because she'll whine the whole time if we're in the living room. Not the whole time, but she will whine, and that's usually when we'll give it to her so we can at least be watching TV and being able to be in there. So I'm not going to give her one when like nobody's in there because I feel like that would just kind of be pointless. So it's just very frustrating because I feel guilty of having her whine, but I'm like, I'm told to do this. The vet said to keep her calm and like keep her, not have her be, you know, running around playing outside, but I still feel guilty. So there's that. But I read 57 pages yesterday, so I read all in here that I want to read. I haven't updated where I am though. I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm gonna do that later at 9. But we are going to get into the Tudor book right now, In Bed with the Tudors. So I know, why is this taking me so long? I wanted to cuss so bad right there, but why is it taking me so long? I don't know. It's just reading Slump is what has been happening. Stranger things happened. Yeah, a lot. And so I'm going to get to reading. I'm going to get Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner tonight because that is what is on my list. I have a list to go by if I don't know what I want to eat. Look there and be like, okay, which one are we choosing? So that's what I'm choosing. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my stomach. Buffalo Wild Wings, their wings never mess up my stomach, but Zaxby's occasionally does. It irritates the... Is it the lining? I don't know. It irritates something. I heard this from a doctor. Just because it's spicy or whatever, and it can just make you feel nauseous for a few days, and that happened last time. But Buffalo Wild Wings, that has never happened to me before, so I don't know why that is, but I'm going to go there for dinner, which will be in like an hour, but I'm going to get to reading now. The Wi-Fi here has been terrible. I have not been getting notifications for text, and yeah, it's just been in and out all day. It's because the phone, I live out in the sticks, whatever. No, I live in the suburbs, but the phone connection, like regular, isn't great as it is. So when the Wi-Fi is not working, it's like I'm out of luck. It's bad. But yeah, I'm going to get to reading now. It's almost 6 o'clock now, so I went and got food as I said I would. I am out of breath because I just walked Delilah. I usually don't walk her right now, but she was whining, so she was really thirsty, so got her hydrated, walked her, all of that. But yeah, we're gonna get back into reading now. I've read 18 pages so far today. We'll see how much I read in this hour and a half time. And then I have my video uploading, or it's technically processing right now, so that video goes out, and I know I always play with these things, which I should have totally used today because I did clean my bathroom and forgot to use those, so that's, you know, kind of annoying, but there's always next week. Cleaning always has to be done, so I'm going to get to reading now. Lots of craziness just now. So my dad took Delilah on her last walk of the day and put her in her crate, and so I'm chilling in my bed watching vlogs, and I was hearing like the little bell noise that like their tags make. So Fred and Delilah both have tags on their collars. Penny does when she wears her collar, but Penny does not wear her collar all the time unless she's out, but inside she doesn't wear it. So I thought maybe it was a dog in the video that I was hearing, or it was Fred, and then I hear it getting closer and closer, so I'm like, oh, it must be Fred. And I look, in the doorway is Delilah. She's never been in my room before. She wanted to steal Penny's bed. She had the bed in her mouth and was walking out with it. It was pretty funny. I'm just like curious, like what was she thinking? Like, did she feel like the Vikings when they discovered America, you know, like what was going through her mind? Because there's a lot of stuff in here that she would love to have, aka my plushies, my blankets, pillows, shoes. Yeah, there's quite a bit of things that she would like. Yeah, she really wanted this blanket that I'm only, since my summer blanket is her Raiden, one that's a squeeze a day. She wanted that, but I was like, no, this is mine. But yes, so we're gonna get into Outlander now. I don't know what page I'm starting on, and I read 37 pages in the Tudor book. I read about Betsy Blunt and Mary Boleyn, and it's like I'm descended from Mary Boleyn through both of her children on different sides of my family, but I'm still descended from both. So it was like, again, it's Henry VIII, so who knows, I might be descended from Henry VIII. But then the next chapter was about Anne Boleyn, and then her time with fertility and infertility. A really cool thing about this pen is that it's like one that it has like that on the end too, which is cool. I just found this in the kitchen drawer because I lost the pen that I had been using for like everything, so I've just been using this one. I'm like, I don't know who that is on the it has a man's name and phone number on there, so I need to be careful not to show that. But I'm seeing what page I'm on. I think it was 420. Yep, 420. So what chapter is this? Chapter 33. So I don't know what chapter I left off on in here, because I said that I would do it at 9, and it's 9, so. Okay. So I only have one annotation to mark in here, and then I'm going to get into reading this for the night. Hey guys, it's Thursday, so I actually didn't vlog yesterday. I really was like focused on filming ASMR videos, but I did read, so I just didn't feel like vlogging, to be honest, and that is totally sliding down my face there. So I read 82 pages yesterday, so that was the most this week by a long shot, not really, by like less than 10 pages, but still. So I'm really proud of myself that I did read that much, because I just, as y'all know, and the title of the vlog, I've been in a reading slump. It has not been fun. I want to get out of this funk that I'm in. I am just not happy with it. So hopefully this is looking to the bright side of things. So I read 32 pages in here yesterday. I read about Anne Boleyn and then Jane Seymour. So we're on Anna Cleves and Catherine Howard. Now, two of the wives I don't really know much about. I really know more about Catherine of Aragon and Anne Boleyn. Just since where I got to on the Tudors, and then I was like, I'm done with this show. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the Tudors. I don't know, like, it just didn't grip me. Like, it's like a show if I'm bored I'll watch, but it's not one that I would binge watch. But that may change because, getting to our next point, I started watching The Americans on Amazon last night. I don't know if it's on any other apps, but I watched it on Amazon. So I had started that show back earlier this year after I finished Narcos because I wanted like 80s politics, Reagan era politics to watch. And I had got that on The Crown, you know, because Margaret Thatcher, but like I wanted more American politics. So I started watching that, and then the pilot episode's like an hour and something long. It's very long. So I was like, I'm not vibing with this. Like the guy, Phil maybe was his name, I don't know, went to DuPont Circle, and I was like, that looks nothing like DuPont Circle. Like it was, I probably started watching this like a month after I was in DC and I was in DuPont Circle, and I was just like, no, no, no. But then on the Gen X Reddit, I know I'm not Gen X obviously, but I like reading the different generations Reddits just because I like knowing about previous times. I was really looking to see what people in Gen X thought of Stranger Things, since that was their generation that's being portrayed on the show. And people were talking about other shows that get the 80s spot on, and a lot of them said the Americans show. So I started watching again, and it's like these people, they're KGB, kill this guy and then start hooking up with a Phil Collins song playing in the background. I'm like, whoa. But no, I'm like, okay, I kind of support that. Yeah, like it's the vibes I want. Like I really like the idea of it being a couple who are like agents. How I've told y'all in the past, I have a story idea where they're American agents who are not CIA, but I don't know what part of the government I would have them in. So I had that kind of idea, but this is KGB in America, so like Russian spies, and they're a couple, and I just think that's really interesting dynamics. So I really liked the rest of the episode. I'm glad I went back to watch it, and again, just for the 80s vibes. I can't tell y'all if it's spot on or not, as I was born in the 90s. But yeah, so I'm going to get into reading now. We're going to be starting on page 168 with chapter 8. Late night update. It's time to end the vlog, but I did want to show y'all a few things. So in last week's vlog, Delilah did her DNA test, and so it is processing now and should be ready in early August. Now I don't have hopes high. I don't think they got enough of a sample on there because it was so difficult to do it on her, but you never know with DNA, it can be crazy. So I read 47 pages a day, and I do think I'll be finishing the book tomorrow. I totally left it in my bed, hairpins, but I need to put my annotations in from last night in here. I don't know if I actually took any annotations, but I'm going to check. So as I said, I've read 47 pages. I would like to at least be at 50 pages, so I am going to read a little bit of Outlander. I don't know how much necessarily I'm going to read, but I'm gonna read a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. And as always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!